Blue Man Group has performed on 5 continents for more than 25 million people. The company has permanent productions in 6 cities around the world, plus the popular touring show, which opens tonight here in Omaha. Steve Wendt, Mike Brown, and Adam Zuick are cast members. Good to see all 3 of you guys here this morning.
Thank you for having us.
You're not in blue, though, right?
We're not.
I know. Sorry to break the news to you. But why do you think Blue Man Group is so popular, not only in the United States, but around the world? What is it about this show?
I think, you can connect with it just being a person, you know.
It's universal too. There's no spoken word, so the show is really for everybody.
Yeah, but I saw this show a couple years ago. I'll be there tonight. I'm going to take my 4-year-old. Like you said, it's for everybody. You can take little kids, the seniors, couples would like this. But you mentioned you don't speak. So the Blue Men, they don't talk. Yet there's an element of comedy in this. I've seen that. How do you pull this off?
Well, we use drumming a lot to speak, but we're also extremely naturally funny people, so it really just comes off. It's very easy.
I noticed that. The makeup, I mean, that's what the Blue Men Group they're known for. They're known for the makeup, bald heads. None of you have bald heads, but there's an element of kind of makeup that goes into this. How's that all done?
We like to talk about the transformation kind of that we transform into the character, and the makeup kind of takes us to a different place and turns us into this character that we're not on a normal day. And even though we're putting on the makeup, we're kind of taking off a layer of ourselves and becoming this innocent creature.
Do you feel the transformation? I mean, emotionally, do you feel that transformation as the makeup?
Oh, yeah. It's almost like magnifying a secret little part of yourself that you don't get to let out all the time, and then you get this wonderful opportunity to just go crazy and have fun and be a kid, really.
What's that makeup like? What's that process of putting that on? How long does it take, and what's it made of? Is there a cap that goes on? What's that involved?
Yeah, it's a bald cap that covers our hair, and then the stuff we use is like a thick blue grease paint, like what you'd use on a bike to lube the ball bearings.
So you don't so you don't want to touch your face after this stuff goes on, do you? I mean,
oh no,
sweat.
It's just a grease paint. It doesn't really dry.
Doesn't dry, yeah.
Gotcha. Oh, what are your backgrounds? Because when I look at this, you think that
it's this wall.
There we go. These guys
nice.
seem naturally funny. You're right. You're so gifted. But no, it's not only. I assume you have to have some element of being a percussionist. What else is involved here to be a Blue Man?
Acting skills really help. Drumming skills really help. But a lot of people have come into audition for the production that have neither, and they learn it along the way, or they just are naturals at it.
How did each of you get selected? I mean, what's the process like, and how do you even think about, I want to be a Blue Man? Do you just hear about auditions, or how does that work?
Yeah. I went to an audition. I was doing a lot of theater, a lot of acting and music in LA, and I auditioned, and 3 days of callbacks. It was kind of grueling, and it's unlike any other audition because you're communicating only with your body and eyes, you know. So they're looking for really specific form of acting.
Were you a percussionist as well?
A musician, but not a percussionist yet.
Yeah.
But
Mike, how about you?
I was actually born a Blue Man, so I've had a pretty steady gig from day one.
From birth. Right.
I'm really lucky and completely grateful.
Yeah. Adam, how about you? How'd you get into Blue Man?
I had a music background. I sang and played piano, and I started percussion for Blue Man.
Yeah, and what is also really unique about this show is you get the audience involved. I mean, you're not up there just performing. You're not, you're not in a box. You're not by yourself. You get the audience involved. What's the most interesting thing that has ever happened when you brought an audience member up or have gone out into the crowd? Can you think of anything?
Well, one important thing that you really just brought up is that the audience is really truly the most important part of the whole show. They're why we're there, and to pick one thing that has happened is almost impossible. I've seen people just go crazy dancing in the audience. I've seen people run out screaming because they're having a great time.
People have come to this show. There's some people that just go to this show every time you guys are in town, right? Are there any new bits? I mean, do you have new stuff that you do when the shows come to town?
The show's constantly evolving and staying on the front end of technology and current events. So, yeah, it's definitely a different show every night.
As we look at this scene right here, what are we seeing right here? Because those balls, the glow balls that are bouncing around the
I'm
audience.
seeing a show that I'm like, what is that? I want to go to that.
Well, you see that, but you're up on stage seeing that.
Right.
Talk about what we saw there.
That's a party.
That is the audience getting completely distracted. We have to just get their focus back. They're totally.
Do you lose them for a while? You do lose them for a while because they're focused on these balls and the lights and the paper and.
Hopefully we lose them in them getting lost in themselves.
Yeah.
And just having a great time and having fun with the people around them that they walked in not knowing, and then they're going to walk out feeling that much more connected to them after the
that's
show.
awesome. I went to the show, like I said, last time you guys were in town. I went to the show, and it's truly just an experience. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got to see that. Stephen, I want to ask you a couple questions. Blue Man, it's the right color for you because you're from Kansas City.
I am,
And the
yes, I'm
Royals
from
are in the
Kansas
World
City,
Series
yes.
right now, right?
Yeah.
So I know you're on stage a lot of the time, and you probably don't get to see all the games. But what are your thoughts on Kansas City? How they're doing right now?
I'm absolutely thrilled. I mean, I can't believe it. They, let's see, the last time, what was it, 85?
Yeah.
I always tell people I'm not really a baseball fan because I'm a Royals fan and they haven't done so well in the past. But this year they're doing amazing. It's great.
Isn't it great? But you
Yeah.
don't get to see the games, so are you talking to your friends back home and they're keeping you up to date on what's going on?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's
and
awesome.
we have a lot of baseball fans
Yeah.
in the cast and crew, and so
Keep it
I'm
on in the
constantly
dressing
getting
room while we're getting ready.
I'm getting updated. I'm definitely getting updated on games. So.
Yeah, he's distracted over here. You guys are trying to prepare for a show. Blue Man Group at the Orpheum Theater tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday. There's one show tonight. I'll be at that one. Tomorrow, 2 o'clock and 8 o'clock. Sunday at 1:30. Rosalie, is there a show Sunday night as well? Just Sunday afternoon. 345-0606, ticketomaha.com. Guys, thanks for your time this morning.
Thank you
Thanks
so
Thanks for
much.
the drums.
Mike.
See you out there. Blue drums. Yeah. Everybody see these guys tonight.